Hey, what's up, Big Brother fans? I am back with my latest episode review and recap. I want to let you know right off the bat, this is full of spoilers. If you don't want this episode of Big Brother ruined, then you should pause this video and make sure to watch that episode. This little recap is perfect if you don't have the time to fully watch, or if you just like talking with other people who are Big Brother fans, and that is me. I love talking about Big Brother. It is the cat's pajamas. I love it. So, this episode aired August 21st, 2014. I almost said 2010. I don't know why. Yeah, so I just got done watching it. I had a great time with it, but what I want to do is show you that I literally do, like, bullet point recaps of every single thing that happens in the episode. So, if this doesn't seem like something you're interested in, just end it now. Just end it now. We can still be friends later. Alright. So, you're going to see me look at the camera, or I'm going to look at the camera as much as I can. Previously on Big Brother, there was a master plan to get Donny out of the house. Zach refused to become a pawn in this game. He didn't want to put himself up, so it kind of led to the little distrust with Zach and the rest of the detonators. They decided to backdoor him. Christine was put up with Donny from a random act of Skittles. The plan was to have Cody and Caleb win, and Christine threw the competition, but Donny still won it. It was hilarious. Zach wanted Victoria to go up, but at the Zingbot veto competition, Frankie won the HOH. The Team America challenge was to hide everyone's stuff, and Frankie devised a plan to backdoor Zach, blaming him for being the saboteur. And Frankie put up Zach. Day number 63, we are live with Julie Chen. A member of the detonators will be going to jury. But one jury member will come back. Expect the unexpected. Zach in Diary is upset with Frankie backdooring him. Needs 3 votes to stay, and he's trying his best to get it. Cody is walking around and sees Zach laying down. He's sulking really bad. I feel bad for Zach. Frankie in Diary says that he made a great decision, is worried that Zach is going to bring out their alliances and talk about all the gameplay that they've shared, being Zanky. Donny and Zach have been talking a lot. Donny promises in the bathroom he is voting to keep Zach in the house. Will the bearded guy keep his word? Zach needs 3 votes to stay, 1 with Donny already confirmed. He asks Caleb and guarantees he'd never vote him out, put him up on the block. Caleb says no. Hell to the no. Frankie says no one trusts him. They distrust him, and Zach's actions have made the whole detonators distrust them as well. Hashtag BB Neighborhood Watch. They've stolen an item from everyone for Team America, which is Donny, Derek, and Frankie. Their mission, should they choose to accept it, which they did, is to take an item from everyone in the household and then hide it, and they wound up putting it in the trash can in the grocery room. They need to hide it, and then for 24 hours be on a neighborhood watch to find out who's going to do it. So far it's doing really well. Donny is talking in Diary. Cody and Caleb are really into it. They're playing their little detective role really well. They have lights on their hats and stuff. Frankie and Diary is having so much fun with this. They're actually doing some ranks and serial numbers and checking rooms and yelling clear. It's got to be kind of boring in the household when there's no competition, so I can understand it. Next, Victoria and Christine are doing some craft thing at the table. Zach is like fake flirting with Victoria, and Victoria ain't having it. She considers him bullying her. Victoria grabs the pink hat Zach quote-unquote borrowed from her on the first day, and decides to cut it up with a knife without Zach knowing, and Zach realizes the hat is gone and asks Victoria for it. She's like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. That's right, Victoria's Canadian. She won't give it to him, obviously. Zach realizes that he won't have Victoria's vote and kind of explodes a little. I'm nothing without my pink hat. It was pretty funny. I feel bad, but it was funny. Victoria in Diary says it was the most satisfying thing all summer. Hey, look, Victoria did something this summer. Christine and Donny are playing with the Jenga blocks, and so they start looking at the wall, and he decides to talk with her some game. and say, hey, if I put this person, that kind of deal. Tells her what he thinks, who is a target and who isn't. Thinks Derek and Victoria is a target. Zach is alone. Donny is alone. Christine is alone. Let's maybe change things up and align together, and you never know. He's testing the waters to see if Christine will go. Christine in Diary is seriously considering what Donny is saying. She's confused. She wants to win, not get 5th place. She realizes that she's kind of on the outskirts of the alliance. Outside by the pool table, Zach asks Frankie why not put out Cody. Frankie says Zach is a much more unpredictable person than Cody is. His actions have proven this. Zach says Cody doesn't think he's taking Frankie all the way. He has no enemies, and Zach does. So, come on, keep Zach in. Frankie in Diary says he needs to do what is 100% good for himself. And, it's debatable. Would it be better to keep Cody or keep Zach? Now we are live. They're showing footage from the Battle of the Block. Everyone was left in the dark in this big black box. Julie asked Caleb why he had such a hard time. Said he couldn't find Beast Mode Cowboy. The crowd goes, ooh. Christine says he had a hard time because of the goo, she had a hard time because of all the goos and eyeballs. Really, she was throwing the competition, if you remember. Trying to make Donny lose. That was the final Battle of the Block. No more double head of household. So no more Battle of the Block. This is it. No more double head of household. It's going to be a lot easier for everybody. Julie asked Derek. He says he is happy. It'll be easier for the house guests overall. The final speech. Cody, says you look stunning, Julie Chen. Shout out to my family. Memories with the house. Hope you keep him. Keep Cody. And then Zach says, shout out to all his family. I don't hate you to the house guests, but I only hate one of you. And then he plugs his Twitter and says, Julie, I'll see you shortly. The crowd starts laughing. Here are the votes. Derek votes for Zach Attack. Christine votes for Zach. Donny votes for Zach. Caleb votes for my boy Zach Attack. Victoria, my number one hater, Zach. Zach is evicted and throws Fruit Loops at all the house guests, and Frankie's all like, and eats them. Fruit Loop dingus, remember that? With Julie on the outside, you were the founder of the detonators. Why did they blow up? Why were you the first one out? Because I couldn't keep my mouth shut. Sounds like something I have. I have that problem. He says, I dislike all of you. I hate only one of you. Julie asked him why he said that and who it was about. He said Victoria because of the pink hat. And there's actually, in all honesty, a laundry list of things. We have Vita. She asked what he thinks about these people. He says for Frankie, he was all about trust. He put all his trust in him, and it ended. #Zanky. Zach says it was his fault. Doesn't know how to shut his own mouth. Says that he doesn't act the way on the outside of the house. The crowd was like, nope, I don't believe that. Says he intentionally was a jerk, trying to think of. They wouldn't give him the satisfaction of sending him home. That was a big wrong. Says Frankie was one of the smartest and nicest people ever. On the outgoing messages, Christine says, you play mean bully persona, but you're actually the biggest crybaby. See you never. Zing! Donny says, I've enjoyed every minute. We'll truly miss you. You're a friend to the end. Frankie says, love you so much, Team Zanky. Give him hell in the jury house. Victoria says, don't let the door hit you on the way out. And then she holds up the torn up hat. Says, how does it feel, Zach? Zach says it was a great summer. I wouldn't change it for anything. I won the day I got the key. That was a really cool thing to say. If still in the house, who would he be gunning for? Says he can't decide. He says, I guess Victoria. Boom. That was a waste of a... Yeah. And then Julie informs him that he will be battling to come back against Hayden. Jocasta Nicole to come back. Now time for Jury House montage. They show less and less Jury House every single season. That pisses me off. Jocasta says being back in the HOH house, it's been given her time to think about... Jury House, It's been given her time to think about her eviction. Hayden is next. Glad to see Mama J. He lets her in on Caleb putting him out. Donny won the POV. She was excited about that. 1 week later, Hayden wants Caleb or Derek to come into the house. In comes Nicole, the most bittersweet, he said. Wants her to fight, but happy to see her. Man, she looks good, by the way. She fills them in on everything, including Frankie being Ariana Grande's brother. They're like, oh, okay, that's a person. I've heard of that person. Caleb throws the competition with Frankie. Nicole wants to get back in the house and get out Christine. Nicole and Hayden reconnect. Big old smooch. Very cute couple. I'm very happy for them both. Although Nicole, doesn't work out, let me know. I'm down. We are now back live outside the Big Brother household. They are all in boxing gear. All the jury house members. They gather all the house guests in the living room. The most twisted summer to date. The four are back in the house in the backyard. They come through and they meet everyone and hug them, and then they go to the backyard. This competition is called the Comeback Fight. 7 rounds. Each round they have to spin a disc down a center lane. Have 5 seconds to get disc through, and then they have to have the person who has the most discs still spinning by the table at the end of the 7th round will win. If there's a tie, then the person with the closest to the center wins. Round 1, everyone has a disc on the table. Round 2, everyone has 2 discs. Round 3, Nicole has a disc fallen off. 3-way tie with everyone. Number 4, Hayden and Zach get a disc taken off. Jocasta is in the lead. She's looking really weird, by the way. She's like, I'm not a Jocasta fan. I don't want to hear a word out of her mouth. But she just makes the weirdest mannerisms ever. Round 5, no discs fall off. Jocasta is in the lead with 5 discs. Number 6, Hayden and Jocasta each lose a disc. Nicole, Zach, Jocasta tied for first place. Number 7, the final round. Nicole and Jocasta are tied, but Nicole is closer. Nicole is back in the house. Oh, what you know about that? Julie does the ice bucket challenge. She was challenged by our man, Les Moonves. And then we eavesdrop on the house guests. They are filling Nicole in on what she missed, including Kathy Griffin and the Zing Back, yo. I want to say thanks to everyone who watches my videos. You know I'm a Big Brother fan. I love this show with all my heart. I watch every single season. I've seen every episode. I love it. These last 2 seasons, I've reviewed every single episode. So I hope you go back and watch some of them. Check out my other videos. Thanks so much once again. I'm going to end this video here. And let's talk Big Brother. Have a good day.